So let me see, we should be live. Let me have a quick look because I am testing this for the first time and I need. So we should be live as of now, assuming everything is perfectly fine. And I had some challenges with the Zoom platform which I'm using. I've been making an attempt to come online for the last 30 minutes and I was not able to solve that. Perfect. Leave and see what's actually working to go ahead. That's what I learned. So perfect, which is super cool to me. And let's do a quick test to see if you are able to hear me out. Go down and let me know if you are able to hear me out with a yes. If not, with a no. I'm going to test it personally as well, just to make sure, just to be sure if this is working or not. So let me see. Interesting. It should be working. Hang on. I do not hear myself for some odd reason. Perfect. It's working. Which is a God saver. It's working. So everything is fine. And with that said, I'm not so sure how much delay is there here since I've been using Zoom. I was expecting like 15 to 20-second delay. And right now, I believe there's no such delay there. So hope everything that I'm talking directly comes to you since it's been on Facebook. So anyways, so if you have never been online, if you never saw me online doing this live stream, the live episode, I'm Surya, host of my marketing radio show, and this live stream and all the videos that you ever see till a point which I share is where actually I am documenting my journey as I grow my audience using sales funnels, offers, and publishing content like I'm doing right now, which is cool. So anyways, with that said, let's go into today's show with a beautiful marker that I use and the board I love. So anyways, if you have watched the previous, I believe, live episode 2, and someone is commenting, and I do not like that. No distractions is what helps you be more focused. So anyways, so if you watched live stream 2, I said that I shared that I was working on the framework which was not working anymore, and I needed an upgrade, an Iron Man suit for my framework. And that's when I decided that the platform which I'm currently working on is not the best platform to see like a year later or 1 year later, because the video that I'm creating might not generate those kind of results. So I chose another social media platform which I can achieve that results on. If you want to know what that platform is, go watch that video. So I started working on the framework, and the first thing that I've understood, the first thing that I've ever learned is, this is something that I've learned from many mentors that I have, like Peng Joon, Dan Lok, Russell Brunson, Steve Larson, Tony Robbins. This is not just me speaking. Whenever you are entering into a new realm or new platform, anything it can be, new subject, the first thing that you should be doing is start learning. Never stop that. That's how you grow. And that's how I was able to help. In fact, this might shock you again. Just letting you a disclaimer, whatever you are seeing here might make you, because what I'm talking about might make you overwhelmed, because I'll be talking about what I have been doing from the past 3 days, and the topics might be overwhelming you because I've been doing a lot. And sometimes, again, my mentor taught me that being overwhelmed is awesome, and he's Mr. Dunlock. And I'm super happy that I'm able to share this with you, and I respect you that you are on the live with me here today. You could have done anything with this time, and you spending here time with me makes me feel honored and makes me feel that I'm able to share something with you which I'm doing my best at. So anyways, coming back, sometimes I go off the topic, which you have to bring me back on. So anyways, I started learning from people who have already done it. Why? Interesting question and simple question. And all the mentors that I spoke about, Dan Lok, Tony Robbins, Steve Larsen, and Russell Brunson, everyone and anyone who has achieved a position in the marketplace said one thing which I've observed in common, which is, do not be a pioneer. Why? Pioneers are the people who are finding the way on their own, and they actually have arrows on their back before they reach their destination, which is not kind of person that I want to be. I do not want arrows on my back before I have an established business. Cool. So I started learning from people who have already done it in the platform that I wanted to be working on. Not just anyone, people who are actually doing things. And I understood that there are already people who I know, who I've invested in, who I'm learning from, who are already actually showing me how I can master on the platform which I'm planning to work on. Sometimes you do not know that you already have the resources. Sometimes you do, but you do not do anything with those resources, which is even horrible. So I started looking what they were teaching. And the first thing that anything that I do as a person when I'm going into a new platform, new place, anything that I'm learning for the first time ever, is I learn about the platform which I'm going into from the people who have already done it. And the platform is that I'm working on is going to be YouTube, and I started working on learning how to work with the platform, not against the platform. Even with the Facebook, I never want to be working against the Facebook policies. That's no fun. That's not going to be that's going to be pretty rough journey for you and me. Anyone who's going against the policies. I do not want to be in that route. I want to work with the policies because I want Facebook to love me, which will help me get the results. Easier path. I never choose to go with the rough path. So I start learning about the platform, and that's what I've been doing. And when I started learning in the past 3 days, I understood that there are a few things which I love doing. And coming to the framework involves the platform. So it's not just the platform. I might be jumping here and there. I believe you will be able to. If you have any questions, let me know and I will address them on the live if they are aligned with the topic that we are talking right now. If not, I will address them once I am done with this live. We savvy? Cool. So I've been working on how to build my framework around the new platform which I'm going to go focus on. And I was able to figure out one part of the platform, one part of the framework which I'm working on. Again, framework is something that is very interesting. Okay, if you have ever learned something from anyone, anywhere, even from your mom, from your dad, from your brother, from your sister, from your mentor, it means that they have taught you the framework that they have mastered in. And now it's up to you to come up with your framework, come up with your own twist, come up with your own sauce, secret sauce added to it to make it your own. You do not have the privilege to share their own framework. So I started working on my own framework. So when I started working on my framework, I understood that the platform which I'm going to work on has a few things which I really do not want to work on. Content, yes, I love to work on the content. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I started looking at what are the things that are going to bring cash into my business if I'm going to work on the content aspects, and if I'm going to work on the new platform, and what are the things that are not going to bring me cash, which are the things that I would love to delegate to other people who are really good at to get the job done. So I started looking for people, and the one thing that I really am not good at, which I like but do not really want to do, is design. I do not want to really go into design aspects. Pen seems not to be working. No worries. Always have an alternative. Sometimes it happens. So I started looking at people who are good at design. And the first thing that I did is I started looking at the people who I already know. I do not want to work with people who I do not know. I have to build trust, and trust is something that takes time to build. So I started looking, and I found my family member who was working on the design aspect, and he's just 20 years. So I went to him and said that, hey, you know what? Would you be interested to do design aspect for my business? In turn, I'll coach you. Good deal for him, because I'm going to condense 50, 60 years of people who taught me, who condensed their knowledge and shared it with me. Now I'm going to condense their knowledge and my knowledge, and I'm going to share it with him. Believe me, guys, he's 20 years old. I believe he's 20 years old. He looks like that. So by the point he reaches 22, he's going to be way far than people who are out there. I'm going to show him how he can monetize with the knowledge he is building up right now. So I made him an offer. He said yes, he wants to do design aspects for me while I coach him on doing the design aspects and how he can monetize design aspects, and how a little bit of tweaks needed. And the good thing is, I do not have to work on this anymore. I just have to create systems, write this down or make a mental note. Systems is something that I'm building as I'm doing this entire thing. Why? I do not want to go each and every time to my relative and say that, hey, you know what, can you build me this? Can you build me this? Can you build me this? That's crazy. That's not worth my time. So I'm building a system where I'm going to share him what I've been doing, and he can take it from there. I do not even have to talk to him. He is designing as we speak right now. In fact, he's messaging me and asking me questions, which I really do not appreciate. Asking questions is really good, not on the live. So anyways, I'll let him know a few quick things once I'm done with this live. So delegating things that you're not interested in, that you're not very good at, because there are one thing that I had trouble understanding or digesting is that I was so stubborn to believe that there are people who are better than me out in the world, which took me away 5 years good span of time to understand that, which is not a good time. It's basically wasting your time. Never do that. There are people who are better than you. Look at all the businesses, all the multi-millionaires, all the people who have achieved the results that you want to achieve already. It took me, even though I looked at them, I never said yes. But now, yes, I'll say that there are people who are way better than me, who are better in doing designs, who are better in building systems. This is the thing that I do one time, building systems. And it will help me out run my business, even though if I'm starting from scratch. Let me share you, since if you have been watching till this point of time, just because you're watching all this, I'm going to share you a quick tool which will help you build your business, which will help you build systems in the business that you're working on. Let me know if you're interested with a yes down below. Go ahead, don't be shy, share a yes, and I'll let you know. Give me a quick second before I erase this. And yes, so the free tool that I've been using personally in my business is Trello. It's a quick drag and drop software which will help you to keep track of things that you have been working on the business. Because of this tool, I was able to write down all the 21 topics which I'm going to create content in the next 2 days. I know it's a lot of stuff, it's a lot of video, and my relative is going to help me. Sai, I would call him Sai. He's going to help me design for the 21 videos. I not even have to think about it for a second, which is the best part of it. So that's something that I wanted to share for today. So the one biggest takeaway for you from this video should be build systems that helps you remove yourself from the business. That's a good head title, you know. So build system that makes you remove from your business and it still keeps running. That's the kind of a business that I want to build and I want you to have. So with that said, that's something that I wanted to share for today, and catch you. If you have any questions, go down, let me know. Once I'm done with this live, I'll be hanging on for a quick 5 more minutes to be on this live to see if there are any questions, and I will answer them before I leave for the day. And I will come back and catch you up with you on Monday again. A lot of stuff working. I did not even share half of the thing which I was working on for the past 3 days. Completely overwhelmed. Completely a lot of things that I did. And the one thing that matters is doing things with imperfection. Be imperfect. That is one of the best lessons that I've learned in the past 5 years. I have a few bunch of lessons that I've learned, and one of the tops is be imperfect and start doing things. None of the video. This video, I had a few thoughts in my head to create content around, but I did not know how to present it. I was figuring out while I was saying this, which is crazy. You do not have to have everything laid down. I'm a person who has to have everything laid down, spick and span. I need to see what I was going through. That was the one thing that was stopping me to grow. I had to stop being the person who was a perfectionist and start being the person who is imperfect. And the person you are seeing me right now is the imperfect version of me. Doing things, taking action, doing stuff which I'm super scared about. This video, I'm super scared about this. It's not easy for me to do this, but I still do this because the person right now, who I am right now, is never qualified for the goal that I set for myself. And the goal that I have, the only way that I'm going to reach is because by breaking this wall of scarcity, scaredness. I don't want to be scared anymore. And that's the reason I'm creating videos, to break the wall so that I can achieve the goal that I set for myself, which will pretty obvious. One of the goal, I'll share this with you, which I never planned for. And one of the goal in the next 2 years, which involves my parents and my family completely, is to take them on a cruise. Not just any simple cruise. The Seven Seas Explorer, one of the costliest cruise on the world. I watched the video. I really wanted to be on the cruise. I love cruise ships. And I showed it to my mom, and she wanted to be there. I said, 2 years, we will be there, and you will be watching me live stream from the cruise. Luxurious trip. Of course, it's going to be within 2 years. And which I'm super scared to share with you. Because now, since I said it with you, I have to achieve this no matter what happens. Because you will come and ask me. And that's the game. That's the fun part. And so, see you again in the next live session, which is going to be on Friday. And also, we'll see you 2 years from now on the cruise ship, where I do a live stream. Not just today. I'll fix a date and I'll share it with you again next video. By the next video, I'll share you the date which I'm going to be on the cruise, which is going to be super fun. So with that said, have a wonderful day and enjoy the weekend. It's weekend, and I did not realize that my wife was saying that it's Saturday. So, oh my god, it's Friday at night. So enjoy the weekend to the blast. Have time with your family. Enjoy every single second that you spend with them, because they are important. So have a wonderful weekend, and catch you in the next episode. Bye bye.